So it's kind of like a 50%, almost 50% win rate.
Yeah.
But overall, you look at his win rate as a manager for Manchester United, is giving you around 1.5 to almost 2 points per game. And he's actually surpassed his stats from last season. Last season, he had only 7 wins at Man United. We scored 40 goals for both Amorim and Ten Hag in the Premier League. And we have already scored 30 as I'm speaking to you. So what are the chances that we're going to only score 10 till the end of the season with this front line that we have, right?
Yep.
So it all, a lot of people just, they seem to just want to look for something negative to say about the club. I've been in chats where somebody's telling me Ruben Amorim, like I was in a live stream today, and someone was saying Ruben Amorim should get out of the club. Ruben Amorim is taking the club backwards. I mentioned, they asked me about the Villa game, and I'm like, oh, we're going into that game a bit like underdogs, and they're like, you're saying that it's unexpected, but that's the level that the team is right now. So you have to be realistic with yourself. So you look at that, you look at all the other things, and you ask yourself certain questions like, what do they expect? He's building something. He ripped everything from scratch. He ripped everything down and built it up from scratch, weeded out players that were not good for the system, good for the club, good for the culture, and yet it's still not good enough. Which takes me to the same, like with Amorim. Like, what's your take on what people are saying with regards to him taking the club backwards? And do you think that the club has progressed under him?
I think it's a bit frustrating because, again, I've said you can't expect success right away. And I think he's brought in players that kind of made an impact already with the club. Like, when we've had past managers, like when we had Ten Hag, he was just buying players for the sake of buying players. Like, for example, the prime one, when we brought in Onana. Why do we need to bring Onana when we had basically a gold glove goalkeeper in De Gea, and we sell him? Or basically, no, he's on a free. He left on a free. And I don't really get it. Like, it just didn't make sense to me with Erik Ten Hag. With Amorim, he's brought in players that make a difference, that are purposeful for why we're buying them for a reason. Like in Mbeumo, it fixes our problem with our front lineup of like players that we need attacking wise, because we lacked that last season. We brought in we brought in Cunha because, again, more attacking option. He's good on the ball. He's good, like he's just good in general. Like, I really like how he plays. Seshko, another attacking option, even though like it didn't make much sense when we sent Højlund on loan. But
to get another 21-year-old at the time.
Right, like another 21-year-old. But like, I feel like Seshko, like, again, he has a high ceiling as well. I feel like he's going to be a really great player. Like, he looks a lot different than Højlund. I feel like Seshko just plays a lot differently than Højlund does, as much as I do rate Højlund as well. He's brought in Dorgu to look at some issues like on our like wing backs and like more maybe like defensive option, if you want to say. But he's bringing players in that make a difference in the club. Like, he hasn't gotten full support from the ownership to make more moves because, again, we're running dry on money that we're not able to bring players in that he wants. Like, if you go back and you look at other managers that said, oh, we wanted to get him, and you look at it and they weren't able to make those moves. Ten Hag, I think, was more of the successful managers in the sake of like buying players. Like, he was able to go and get a load of them,
whoever he wanted.
Exactly. Like, he brought it. Like, some of them have worked out under Amorim for sure. Like with De Ligt. Like, De Ligt, before getting injured, he was very good. Like, there are players that he has brought in Ten Hag that have made an impact under Amorim, but like Ten Hag just wasn't getting that out of his own squad. Like, he wasn't getting that when he bought them. It's just that like we've made moves that have made sense under Amorim, in my opinion. It's just how you're gonna get that out of those players. Like, Amorim, I don't think he's taking us backwards in a sense. Like, he's like, if anything, if you want to talk about backwards, like Ten Hag, again, the whole thing was like Ten Hag was like a fever dream. When he came in, we had instant success. Like, we were playing well. We finished top 4 that season. What happened the season after?
We finished third, I think.
We dropped. Like, we dropped right after that season. Like, it's just like Amorim is taking it backwards in the sake of, we started very crummy. Like, we finished 15th in the league.